is the North End. This is the North End.
Hey guys, JP California coming at you guys from a beautiful Saturday evening, 65 degrees, sunny Southern California, back to perfection. What a great place to be. My nice little backyard. Figuring it all out in life. As many are. As Aston Villa is. Aston Villa figured it out again against Fulham. Playing well. Getting the win. 2-1. Let's get into it. Our good, bad, and ugly about Aston Villa versus Fulham. But before we do, please like and subscribe. Get at all the buttons. Click them. Give me the comments. You guys have been tearing up in the comments. I actually made you guys the video for last week. I think that was the Man U one. And I sent it out to the guys. But our videographer, our editor, he was in Mexico at vacation. And he's like, dude, I didn't bring a laptop. I can't do it. And I was like, that's fine. You do you. You go have a great time. He celebrated the Man U win, and rightly so. They got the nice, solid win over Villa, and I was dramatic, sad. But I'm moving on. We're growing up, and I'm moving on beyond that. For Aston Villa versus Fulham, I think it's February 16th. I don't know the day. It's a Saturday. I'm kind of off it. Let's get into it. Good, bad, and ugly. First one up, the good. The good has to be Unai Emery. The man, Dracula of the EPL, if you will. What a hairline and what a brain behind that hairline. Let's just look at some quick numbers for you. He has now coached 50 games for Aston Villa. He has 5 more points. He has 9 more points than any manager at 50 games. He has 30 wins, 8 draws, and 12 defeats. He has 98 points out of 150 possible points. 30 wins out of 50. What a number. That is a 60% win ratio. He is at a 1.96 point per game. Build him a statue. Lock him in our stadium. Do not ever let him leave. Make it so if he wants to quit Aston Villa, he has to pay us his firstborn child. He is not allowed to leave. He needs to be here for the long term. He needs to be here for the future. Whether we get top 4, top 5 or not, I believe in Unai Emery, and I know every Villa fan does. I know like with every team, there are small things that you wish they would change. I wish Unai Emery might sub a little earlier. The last few games, he's been dramatically poor at his subs. But this game, he got him pretty spot on, and while I keep harping at him to give Rodgers a little bit more time, I'm wrong. And what do I know? I've never coached the EPL, and my licenses only pertain to the United States. They are not international clearances. UEFA A license. 50 games, 60% win ratio, 30 wins. I'll take that all day. So, you know what, Unai Emery, you are the good. Please forever be our Anakin Skywalker. The bad. The bad are these 2 badass center backs. They were bad men. That is Pau Torres, Clement Lenglet. They were freakishly good. They were badasses. They were bad mamma jammas. Lenglet himself had 45 out of 46 passes completion. He had a 98% pass accuracy. Good God, Clement Lenglet, you have done well. He had 8 clearances. He had 2 out of his 3 ground duels won, and 1 very important block in the 18-yard box. Pau Torres managed 86 touches in the game, more than any other player on the field. And he completed 58 passes, more than anybody else on the field. It is not a shocker that Pau Torres is kind of Villa's knight in shining armor. He's played 14 matches for Villa, and Villa have won 10 of those 14, tying 2 and losing 2. He is the lock pick from center back. He has the most passes into the final third at Villa, and he's been injured for the past 4 or 5 games for almost 6 weeks. He's everything. He's everything Villa have going positive, and it's a shock we got him at the price we did. So, badasses, Longley and Pau Torres, you guys just championed it. And the ugly, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the ugly is going to be that VAR ref. We're going to put up the image. Hopefully we can make it happen. This is the image of the offside, where Alex Moreno, it's close. Like, I'm not even going to argue this. It's close, and I believe next year it needs to be automated offsides. All these players are wearing devices on their chest, on their back, somewhere on their body that monitors everything about them. That same device can have an extra item in it so that they track onsides and offsides. And some would say, well, you know, the foot can be offsides, but the body, well, then change the rule for the EPL. Change it for the top flight so that those things are the sensor. If the sensor's cross line, he's offsides, which means if he's tied, he's onsides. The upper part of his body just needs to be on sides. Either way, if you guys look at that line, the line goes behind Alex Moreno's booty. There's not even a gap. It's the booty ends and the line starts. And then the line runs through the Fulham player. I don't understand. And the picture, when it's blown up, has the ball compressed on Ollie Watkins' head. So there's still like 6 frames a second that it's coming back off his head that they didn't use that could have put him on side. So for me, it's very clear. The EPL does not want Aston Villa in the top 4. They are trying to get Villa out. And I can, people are going to harp at me. They're going to say I'm just conspiracy, but it's true. Villa is finally having its good year, and shocking. VARs are not going our way. Shocking. Ollie Watkins gets destroyed in the box, and no VAR call. VAR looks at it, says it's clear. The dude just tramples him and takes out Ollie Watkins' feet and then touches the ball. It's not even hard. I'm pretty convinced the refs that get in trouble in the games are the ones they then move to the VAR booth. Because if they got to run in the games, we still need refs. Let's just put them in the VAR booths. You're still taking a shit ref, and you're still giving him control of a match. Next year, VAR needs to be gone. They need to get rid of VAR and make offsides automated. That has to be the standard. And they have to have refs communicate with VAR, or they need to have refs communicate with VAR that is then displayed onto the big screen, word for word, because you can just do that where it just makes it into readable lines. And it needs to be put into the TVs so that the fans at home can understand what's happening, because right now the fan experience is being hurt by VAR. And it's no secret, every other sport makes small changes once every 25 years, and football's made the most changes it's ever had in 100 years in the last 5, and the experience has gone down. So VAR needs to get shoved in the bin, and whoever came up with VAR needs to get fired. And offsides has to be automated because Alex Moreno was onsides. He was. Pictures there. Guys, this is JP California coming at you guys. Good, the bad, and the ugly. The good being Unai Emery. The bad being those badass center backs for Aston Villa, Longley and Pau Torres. And the ugly being VAR reffing. Good God. Like, I think you're finding these people from grassroots and they've never played. Just Sunday boys. Just a joke. Guys, JP California signing off. Please like and subscribe, comment, give the North End YouTube channel a quick follow, and I will see you guys after the next game.
This is the North End. This is the North End.